Welcome to DROD'S MMA and Boxing. So Hassan N'Dam won a controversial decision, and I mean it's controversial, corrupted more than anything in the world. 117, 110, 116, 111, 115, 112. Those were the judges' scorecard. Now, 117, 110 is ridiculous. Ridiculous. There's nothing justifiable to give Hassan N'Dam 117. I don't know, and it was to the point where Ryota Jesus Mendoza decided to post on his Facebook this. He said, "I feel angry and frustrated for not being able to serve the sport with the right decisions. After judging the bout, my scorecard is 117, 110 for Murata. First of all, let me apologize to Ryota Murata, Tekken Promotions, and all Japanese boxing fans. There are no words how to repair the damage caused by the poor decision. I would demand the championship committee to order a direct rematch." That's to say the least. I mean, first of all, Ryota Murata is a Japanese hero. He is a Olympic gold medalist fighting in his own hometown. I don't think him or anyone in his corner thought that they would get robbed tonight. It was, to me, it was disgusting to see. Now, the first two rounds were very interesting. He didn't throw any punches. Now, to give constructive criticism to Ryota Murata, here's how I saw the fight. First of all, I scored it 114, 113 for Ryota Murata. Now, keep in mind, these scorecards came because I had kids around me, and the kids kept distracting me. I had a hard time really just staying focused. But from what I saw at that moment, I gave Hassan N'Dam the first two rounds just due to Ryota Murata's inactivity. And rounds 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, I clearly gave to Ryota Murata. Now, rounds 5, 6, 7 are very interesting rounds because he hit N'Dam so hard and N'Dam went to the ropes, and the ropes kept him standing. Those technically should have been considered knockdowns because the ropes would keep him from hitting the canvas. Saying that, round 8 and 9, 10, I gave to N'Dam. 11, I gave to Ryota. 12, I gave to Hassan, and that was 114, 113. Now, I watched the fight again a second time, and my scorecards were completely different. I pretty much gave Ryota rounds 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, and 12. So, those were my scorecards when I was able to watch it without the kids. But even being distracted, I still gave him the fight. To me, Now, what Hassan was doing was he was hitting the gloves, and he was basically stealing the rounds, winning the judges with these, what I call, being busy. He was pretending as if he wanted to fight, but he really didn't want to fight. He was just hitting the gloves, and normally people don't fall for those stupid tactics, but these judges, apparently they did. And he was just stealing the rounds, basically. And if I can give any type of criticism to Ryota, it would be this. Based upon this, I would say he's got to let his hands go more. The first two rounds, he didn't throw enough punches. And what if this was a close fight? Then he would have lost the fight just on those two rounds. Now, clearly, 117, 110, 116, 111 just means that he didn't even have a chance to even win the fight. He had to only win by knockout. But saying that, he was the bigger man, the bigger puncher of the two. In the words of Dana White, don't leave it in the hands of the judges. And what I take from that is simply, don't put your fate in the hands of another man's opinions. You don't want another man giving an opinion on your performance, because that man could be corrupted. He can just be ignorant and give you a wrong decision. So what you want to do is, sometimes you can't always win a fight, but you want to outperform a fighter. And I learned this a hard way as a kid. I couldn't understand. I kept losing. And then finally I had to realize it's a game. You have to impress those that are around you. Now, clearly, there's people who you cannot impress, and that was this night. This night, there was nothing he can do. But going forward, not every judge is going to be corrupted. He's going to have to learn how to fight while moving. I noticed that he doesn't like to get backed up. I noticed also that he has to be flat-footed and he has to wait for his opponents to stop moving in order to land a clean punch. This is not in his best interest. He needs to be able to throw punches while moving, while being mobile. He needs to be able to land strikes on mobile targets. He needs to be able to go backwards. And until he makes these adjustments, then I don't see a future for him um, in fighting guys like Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez and all those other guys, and even a Willie Monroe Jr. He would not have won tonight. And these are the type of fights that you're supposed to learn from and grow from. And I was very shocked, being that he was an Olympic gold medalist, that he wasn't able to adjust on the fly. Now, going forward, I hope that he make that decision. I hope that he doesn't see this as, oh, I got robbed and all this other stuff. What I would do is I would say, hey, it is what it is, but what can I do to do better? Because every time he landed a strike, he hurt N'Dam. He hurt him, and like I said, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7 rounds should have been 10-8 rounds because he knocked him on the rope. But saying that, he needs to let his hands go. I believe had he let his hands go more, now he did better towards the end, and I mean the middle and the end of the fight. He let his hands go more, and he did well in that respect. But I think he needs to do more, being more comfortable, getting in the rhythm and landing those strikes early. You definitely don't want to start off cold to the point where you're not throwing any strikes in the first 2 rounds. I think in round 1 he only threw 1 punch. To me, that's not enough. He has to do better. Um, and that's it. I mean, other than that, it was a controversial decision. According to Gilberto Jesus Mendoza, the president of the WBA, we're going to get a rematch. And hopefully, um, Ryota Murata gets a better chance at this. This is DROD'S MMA Unboxing. Leave a comment at the bottom. Hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe.